for game one. It will be the General Brewmaster. Velia trying to delay Paparazzi with the Infernal Blade and the Centaur Stomp. Oh, but the last minute Jink, the Boundless Strike. And that combined with the damage from Lanham is going to be a first blood. Lanham slowed up by the Thunderclap and a Hadouken coming out as well. That's going to bring him quite low. Can they get one more right click? Not quite. Velia having to use the Infernal Blade on Paparazzi, who now, with the Jingu Mastery stacks up, is going to be looking to run down onto General. Can he get the Boundless Strike? Yes, he can. That's going to be a dead Brewmaster. Perhaps not the mana for a full combo. Meanwhile, 11 getting run down with the Scorched Earth. The Hadouken hitting him as well, and that fast bit of damage. Crystallize claiming the kill, but Velia perhaps in a bit too over his head. Slave comes out. Now Lil walks forward. Velia gonna have to take point here. Disruptor not able to get any spells off due to the silence. Oh, Paparazzi in the tree. Gets the Wukong's command out with a big Boundless Strike into a Zeus ult. Pretty quickly. Fenrir low as well. Velia on the side. So now, looking to go and reinitiate as Dendy and Crystallize meet them on the backlines. Doom comes out onto the Death Prophet. We all thought we should get the Exorcism off, but then the two ults of the cores are going to result. Ults used all around, but Navi's ults are stronger than VG's ults. Meanwhile, 11 caught in the circle, and another Navi ult going to be used, this time the Primal Split. They stun 11 up, and while he takes damage, but the might of is just the sheer units. Dominating streak on this Lina, and encroaching more and more on Crystallize's lead. 11 pops the ultimate, and with the Zeus ult used, they are going to go onto Lil, who is almost instantly going to melt to these summon units, and meanwhile Velia is going to melt to the Exorcism, and that is Navi quickly rebuffed. They get the hell out of there. Dendy, though, is going to find Paparazzi. This could be big. Laguna Blade, Light Strike Array, Dragon Slave. Right clicks. Boundless Strike thrown out, but won't do anything, although Dendy does pop his 10-second BKB for that. And now with the Primal Split, Navi perhaps looking to re-engage. Fire Spirit moving on to 11, and Fenrir going to be caught out on the sidelines, thrown up by the Tornado, and then purged off. Crystallize, though, is looking low, so perhaps not going to be able to finish off this kill, as the rest of VG move in, trying to clean up the Primal Spring units, though they reform back into the Brewmaster. And now Fenrir taking some heavy damage. And Navi, Dendy, back in the fight, 11. He's stunned up by the Infernal Blade, and now getting run down. Light Striker Ray going to stun him up. Drunken Haze slowing him as well. And he will be another casualty. But not quite running in for a kill just yet. Zeus ult is used. Lil gets the Force Stuff, and the glimpse back out on Ori, who pops the Exorcism. Crystallize has to eat the cheese, taking a hell of a lot of damage from this Jingu Mastery stacks. Tries to Satanic up, but it's not going to be enough. He goes down. A monster kill streak going the way of 11, and now VG buoyed up by that. They're going to look for more. They're going to find Lil. Velia blinks in, and now two-man Exorcism. Wukong's command used as well. Navi possibly in a bad position here. Velia getting low, not quite able to get the Doom off. Meanwhile, Crystallize with the Eclipse, not really hitting onto anybody. So, Ori gets glimpsed back. Paparazzi goes in though, gets the damage out onto Lil. Stunned up with the Lucent Beam, and that might be enough to save Lil's life. Dendy, meanwhile, pops the BKB and starts hitting into people, throwing the spells out. Lil does go down, and Crystallize might be next. He's taking some damage as well. He's looking not exactly very healthy. Gets forced up onto the high ground, and it looks like the two cores are going to be able to get out of here. They shrine up. Fenrir tries to find them. Yulzed. Lanham throwing out some spells onto them as well, but Paparazzi, he comes in as well. They're going to keep looking for Crystallize. He's Yulzed, he's stunned up, and with the Nimbus damage as well as the right clicks from Paparazzi, a similar fate befalling General. Yulzed up, silenced, slowed up by the Spirit Siphon, and now with the right clicks. But Dendy trying to keep him at bay with the Light Strike Array, not going to work. And 11, he's diving the base looking for Dendy. Dendy's pretty low. Necro units coming in, get the slow out onto Dendy. He's able to siege the building from another postcode. Though 11 coming in on the backlines. Dendy almost instantly going to go down. Manages to get the cheese off. They pass that off to him, but he's still looking pretty low, and he will go down in the end. And Crystallize loses his Aegis as well. This is a disaster for Navi. Crystallize trying to get away, and is just going to try and TP out. Is he going to be able to get out? Yes, the BKB will protect him. Both teams looking like they might converge here. Indeed, Zeus ult comes out, and now they're going to try and get initiation out onto General, who gets hexed up. Boundless Strike used as well. He's getting pretty low. Meanwhile, the Doom used onto Paparazzi. Velia BKB'd up, and now Navi starting to chase VG back. But 11 comes back in with a shapeshift, though he gets caught in Static Storm. He's taking a lot of damage. Ultimately, will live, at least for the time being. Paparazzi uses the Wukong's command, and Navi try and get out of there. But Ori running through with the Exorcism. Spirit Siphons out onto Velia, but the Crystallize pops the Eclipse. Starting to do some damage. Not really a whole lot. The Nimbus is used again, and this time the Hex out onto Luna. Crystallize. He can't afford to die here. And he won't. Just about managed to get out. Fenrir trying to find the kill, but gets Yuled up. They desperately want to kill this Luna, but somehow limping away on 100 HP. Fiji in general seem to be laying in wait. Fenrir right by General. Darkness gets popped, and now with the Blink Hex out onto General. Velia blinks in, gets the Doom out, but he's already used the Exorcism. Who actually is taking a lot of damage. Dendi sniping him from afar. And now Navi looking for more. General blinks in with the Primal Split. 11 though pops the ultimate. It gets interrupted, but he will still ultimately get the cast off. As dead as a wolf can possibly be. Oh, Wukong's command comes out. The two teams find each other. Paparazzi threw out the Boundless Strike, but the BKBs from Navi, meaning it doesn't do a whole lot. Doom out onto Ori. Lil goes down. That's a dieback onto him, but in exchange they will find Fenrir, who does not have a buyback of his own. These dramatic exchanges in which not a whole lot happens. Well, actually, though, I say that. Ori now back in, going on to Dendi with the Exorcism. He's getting pretty low, the Spirit Siphon, and now the Boundless Strike is going to do something after all, and it's going to bring down Crystallize as well. It's going to lead to it at any rate. As buybacks come out from Navi, they want to hold this. Luna, General. Is Dendi going to use his? Tier 3 goes down. Lena does use buyback. Nimbus Cloud goes out. Ori get with the Spirit Siphon out onto Crystallize. Crystallize getting low, having to run away. Exorcism is used. Navi kept back by the Wukong's command, as VG will take the racks. Glaives are bouncing. Oh, Velia gets the Blink Stun and Doom off onto Ori, so there's going to be no Exorcism in this fight. And Crystallize and Dendi, they're taking advantage of this. They'll bring down Ori, but meanwhile the Wukong's command goes out. It's a huge Wukong's command. Lena goes down. No buyback. Crystallize throws the Eclipse out. It's doing damage. It's almost bringing down Fenrir. Oh, Paparazzi there. And Navi, they quite reasonably tap out. I do not blame them after a fight like that. 56 minutes. Dendi Kunka. Alright then. Fenrir and Lanham coming in, taking some spells. Oh, they've walked into 3 heroes here. Fenrir is getting pretty low. He gets the bounty rune. Oh, now with an arrow coming in from Paparazzi. Him and Lanham might want to go for this here. Meanwhile, Velia is chasing down Fenrir on the backlines. Paparazzi ends up claiming the first blood onto Lil's Disruptor. And now it looks like they might even possibly be going for more. Throwing out onto Paparazzi. 2 minutes, looks about standard. Lanham tries to Crystallize, trying to save his own life, and will stick up. It gets caught in the circle. Crystallize goes for the waveform, misses. Is it going to matter? Yes, it does. They can't quite get the last few right clicks off. Oh, one more Arcane Bolt. That ought to do it. Yes. The last few right clicks managed to get it, though. Paparazzi now dominating. And now doing the same thing onto Lanham, but he turns, tries to fight up Crystallize, but Crystallize waveforms forward, brings down Lanham, and now Fenrir has respawned, but so is Lil, and it looks like Fenrir is just going to go down again. Oh, but now Paparazzi gets the arrow out onto Velia. It just never stops up here. Velia throws out the spells. Netted up by Lanham. Paparazzi getting pretty low. Bring him down. Not quite. He's on 8 health. And meanwhile, Lanham gets juked by Velia. He just needs to get a few more right clicks off. Gets the last Riptide. 11 TPs in, instantly gets... Manages to dodge it with the Burrow Strike, but then that allows Crystallize to morph in. And now this might just cause 11 to lose his life. Indeed, he will go down thanks to the right click. That is going dodges the last right click. And then gets the stun out onto Crystallize, who's morphed up into the Sand King, trying to prevent himself from getting right-clicked down by Lanham, and then gets stunned out by Lanham, and now 11 comes in with the Epicenter, gets the stun out onto Crystallize. These engagements are so complicated. 11, concussive shotted? Answer is no. Oh, he finally starts channeling the Epicenter, and blinks in, gets the 2-man Burrow Strike, and that's a lot of damage coming out from VG. Lil goes down, Dendi getting low. The General hook shots in, and with the battery assault is going to be able to bring down 11. Dendi finally does go down as well. Ori coming in and getting the right clicks off. Lanham is pretty low. General gets meld struck. If General can just find these heroes, he does get Fenrir. That's a double kill for him. And now he's going to find Lanham as well. Triple kill for your Clockwork. Oh yeah, these side blades with the Desolator. TA actually starting to do damage now. Hookshot goes in onto the creeper. They still will catch Fenrir with the battery assault, but Lanham instantly pops the Song of the Siren, trying to keep Navi corralled. In the meantime, Dendi and Velia going to try and get a catch onto Ori. They will burst him instantly. Paparazzi pops the BKB and finds a haste rune. And now will be able to get away, but Fenrir goes down. 11 gets glimpsed back. He's going to be soon to follow. Fuels up, manages to dodge the X mark and blinks away. Looking for Velia. He's faster than him. Trying to blink up. Stun comes out onto General, who also gets arrowed up. But then the torrent comes out onto 11. Velia goes down. His streak ended by Paparazzi. Bowed out. 11 manages to dodge it. General hook-shotting away. Less willing to contest, though actually I say that. They're TPing in onto the shrine. VG, they're getting the Roche low. Ice Path's coming out. Static Storm out onto Ori. He's stuck in the pit. 11 meanwhile goes down to General, who catches him in the cogs. Lanham goes down as well. 11 will instantly buy back. The Roche is low, and Navi seem to be taking it. 11 going further forward. Gets the stun out on the Crystallize and the Ice Path and the Arrow. This is the combo they want with the Macropyre as well. That's going to be the Aegis down. Can they bring him down a second time, though? I'm not really sure, but they're going to have a go at it. He blinks forward. 11 just about manages to get out before he dies. He's caught in the Ice Path again. Crystallize, he's very low. BKB's up. Lanham goes down to the Mystic Flare. Paparazzi getting very low as well. Manages to get away. Meanwhile, Ori on the backlines will take out Velia. General manages to find Paparazzi as 11 channels an epicenter. Goes in. He's very low, but he's going to manage to bring down Crystallize. No! He's morphing strength. He's healing up. He's so low. They can't quite find him. Meanwhile, Dendi, standing and delivering, doing the damage. General goes down. So does 11. Ori going forward, but now he's stuck in the middle of 4 heroes. Glimpse back into the torrent. Crystallize morphs into the Sand King. Gets the stun out. It's a triple kill for General. And they smoke up as well. But there is a sentry. Oh, 11. Big epicenter. Gets the stun out. Doesn't land on the Crystallize, who pumps the BKB. Now the Mystic Flares go down. Media Hammer comes out. Dendi is low. Dendi will go down. He activated the DD, but ultimately it won't do a whole lot. Ori getting low. Oh, the Song. Just about managing to save him. Oh, no. The Rocket Flare. General wasn't quite caught in the Song. And now, okay, Fenrir manages to get... And now the buybacks are coming out from Navi. Velia and Dendi all buying back. Shotgun down onto the Jakiro. Will bring him low, but he'll manage to get hasted away. Meanwhile, Paparazzi, Xmod into the torrent. Their tank's got to be empty by now. They can't go in and contest this again. Arrow comes out, hits onto Velia. Crystallize manages to dodge it. Ice Path comes out. General hooking out of the pit onto Ori. Oh, the die kill it. Dendi gets the Aegis this time. Paparazzi going in and almost immediately being forced right back out. Crystallize, wave falling forward and will get the last hit. Oh, Song of the Siren comes out. Managed to get 4 of them, setting up for a 3-man Ice Path into a 3-man Macropyre, but it doesn't catch Crystallize. Velia goes down, that's no buyback on the Skywrath, but there's also no buyback on your Jakiro. And now Dendi with a 2-man torrent into a 2-man boat, into the deaths of the heroes, and Lanham finally calls it for the team. Navi take it, and we go to a game 3. It's a mid-Sand King versus the Kunk. I mean, I guess that makes sense. Laser beam comes out. Crystallize getting bolted up. And now Lanham is himself getting pretty low. Lil will claim the first blood on it. Now an Infernal Blade out and a root onto Fenrir, which means Dendi might be able to nuke him. One more right click. No. The DOT doesn't quite manage it. Meanwhile, at top, Lanham goes down. That last Lucent Beam coming out from Crystallize. Meanwhile, 11 fighting up with Crystallize, trying to keep him in the Firestorm. And the Lucent Beam and the Thunderstrike, which ticks out on the last right click from Lil. Makes it a 2-0 up in top. Meanwhile, General managing to get bolted up and torrented in the lane. General and Lil smoke up behind Dendi. They want to go for the wraparound onto Ori. Who's going to take point here? Looks like it's going to be Lil, who gets the Thunderstrike, the Circle, and the Glimpse into the Static Storm, and the Exorcism used as well. And now a Mystic Flare coming out from VG. That's going to be General brought down low. And now Darkness popped as well, as the rest of VG try and fight this out. Silence out onto the Death Prophet. Dendi getting low to these Skywrath shots, but they can't quite get in there. Lil taking damage, but putting down the Circle just to keep him away. And now Fenrir trying to get away, but will get stunned up and killed on the way out. And Lil poised to invade the mid lane. Exorcism pop, they go in for the push, and also they find Ori as well, who's glimpsed back into the Static Storm and stunned up, but the Mystic Flare from Lanham will try and force them back, and the Wukong's command. They X-mark back General, Now Fenrir might be about to suffer another terrible fate. Circle goes down, but they glimpse him out of it. I don't think it matters either way. They stun him up, and now with Dendi coming in, it looks like they're getting the damage, but no. Actually, Fenrir pops the darkness, and now it looks like they're getting the damage onto Dendi. With the silence, the X-Mark back into the boat. Ori claiming the spree. While the remainder pop the drum and they want to look for someone. They want to find 11 for real this time. The smoke breaks. General doesn't quite stun in the right direction, and 11, he instantly Dark Rifts out of there. No way to glimpse him out this time. Stas, Firestorm gets thrown out, and now VG showing up. They get the silence out onto... I've already forgotten his name. The Doom. Ori gets glimpsed back, is going to go down. Velia, there, now that I can see the name. Wukong Swan goes out. Velia trying to get the damage out onto 11, but is going to have some Skyrat spells thrown at him. Arcane Bolt and a Primal Spring will finally bring him down. Meanwhile, Crystallize with the Mask of Madness, trying to go to town. Gets X-Mark back into the Mystic Flare just as it expires, but will get hit up by the boat. Meanwhile, General comes in with the Epicenter, manages to bring down 11, and Ori in the middle of it all, trying to get the damage out, but won't quite manage it. Meanwhile, Paparazzi also caught in the middle of 4 heroes. Looks at things, but we even had it in last one. Meanwhile, Ori getting gone on suddenly by 3 of Navi, throws the boat out, trying to buff himself up, but it's not going to be enough. Lil, invised up, marching down onto Ori, General with him as well. General getting the blink up onto Lanham, gets silenced up before he can get the stun off, and meanwhile Ori throws the bow down, which manages to stun both General and Lil. Root comes out, Fenrir coming in, trying to get the damage out onto General, the Void and the right clicks. Walks forward, gets the glimpse back onto Ori, puts him into the circle, and now with Crystallize coming in, Mask of Madness popped, gonna try and get the right clicks off. BKB, force staff forward, and they're gonna get out of there. They don't want to risk anything. But with a regen, BG smoked up, they get the root out, and the boat comes out as well. Onto Dendi, who pops his BKB, and meanwhile, 11 goes in, the Radiant get the Roche, 11 gets the Aegis, right out from under Navi's nose. Now Fenrir, going on to General, just take fights like what just happened. Oh, smoke breaks onto Ori. They know he's there, but they blink into the rest of VG. Big bound the strike coming out from Paparazzi, who gets the damage out onto Yelia. Onto Velia, rather. Why do I keep reading this guy's name wrong? Meanwhile, anyway, fight. Wukong Samar coming out. Big damage onto Ori. Crystallized with the Eye of Skadi. Bow comes out, doesn't land onto anything. Velia goes forward, gets rooted, trying to get a Doom out onto someone. Infernal Blade comes through, but Dendi blinks in with the Exorcism. Wukong Samar uses as well. Crystallize, activates the BKB. The Wukong Samar still up there. 11. Aegis gets popped. Ori, invised up, could go for a big hit here. Boundless Strike comes in as well, but Paparazzi gets doomed up. Belior is quite low, but so is 11, and 11 will go down. Ori getting quite low as well, taking a lot of damage from Crystallize and this Exorcism. Lanham drops it onto Crystallize, so Crystallize will go down, but it's 4 of VG. They finally bring down the big hero, but at what cost? Paparazzi, BKB TP's out. Will he get away? Just about. That physical damage of the Exorcism cleaves the wave. And the Torrent will clean up the remainder. Gets glimpsed back. And Lucent beamed. Oh, but the blink forward and stun from Doom. Really taking a lot of damage. These right clicks coming out. He will go down, instantly buys back. And now the Epicenter coming out. Paparazzi doomed up. 11 trying to get him out of this fight before he dies. Ori goes in as well, and they will all be sent back to the fountain. Bow comes in, will hit onto Lil. It's blink stunned by the Doom once again. Dendi doing damage. Medallion out onto Fenrir. Now VG wanting to move in for this. Primal Spring comes out. Do they find anyone? They find Crystallize. They get the Boundless Strike out onto him. And now this is the Void coming out from Fenrir. Jingu Mastery is up, but he gets Hurricane Piked away. Crystallize pops his BKB, runs off with that Mask of Madness move speed, but Paparazzi coming in, gets loose and beamed up, and immediately glimpsed all the way into the next zip code. But now they get Crystallize back. They root him up. They're going to bring him down. And now Paparazzi coming in. Blink. Jumps forward, going on to Lil. This is the Paparazzi show at this point for VG. And now, they get Ubered all the way over to mid, where Velia is. He's on top of him. He immediately goes down. Double kill for Lanham. Game approaches 40 minutes, and oh my lord comes out from Lil. Throw out the Boundless Strike, just to show that they're not to be messed with. Aeon Disc pop. Doom goes in, gets the blink stun off, and the Doom onto Paparazzi. And now Crystallizes back. He gets the Eclipse off. It's not doing a whole lot of damage though, but they start focusing down onto Paparazzi. Has the Jingu stacks. Dendi's on the backline, just doing damage with the Exorcism. Paparazzi hitting onto Dendi, trying to get the lifesteal out, but Dendi uses himself up. The Doom goes down as well. Dendi goes down, instantly buys back, and then General comes in with the Epicenter, pops the Aegis of the Monkey King. Dendi is back. 11's looking low, and Paparazzi, he's just going to hit the buildings now. And VG seem to let him be. They're more concerned with buildings. They get the tier 3, and now they start working on the racks again. Crystallize, rooted up, the boundless strike. He can't afford to die here. He BKBs up and starts moving back towards the fountain. They'll let him be for the time being. Wukong Saman comes out wise. We got to see something here. Paparazzi, that my game is lagging now because of all this stuff on the screen. Dendi, he's dropping down low. He can't afford to die. They glimmer cape him up. Crystallize, trying to do the damage. Fenrir goes down to the exorcism. Meanwhile, Paparazzi trying to lifesteal up. He gets doomed up. The Jingu, not quite there to save him. He might go down here, and he is going to go down. 100 seconds with no death profit. All buybacks available for VG Gaming. VG, I don't think they know about this rapier. Getting very low, but the exorcism should heal him very soon. 11 taking point once again. He's trapped in the circle. Meanwhile, Doom goes out onto the backlines. Doesn't quite get it out onto Paparazzi. And he might go down here. He's invised up, but he is going to go down. He has a buyback. Oh, no, he doesn't. He's 200 off. Meanwhile, the second Wukong Saman is going to come out. He refreshed it. There's Mystic Flares coming out. General goes down. Crystallize. Very low. He's going to go down as well. Dendi's looking low. Luna, he instantly buys back. The rapier's on the deck. Where's the rapier? Who has the rapier? Buys back. I can't believe what's happening. There's a lot of chat wheel going on. I'm not entirely sure what has happened or who has what items. Oh, BKB is popped by somebody. Crystallize goes down and Dendi goes down again. And Navi, they tap out. VG Gaming! They do it. They claw the game back from what seemed like an early game victory for Navi, and they Uber out in style. Cool guys don't look at explosions. What a series.